the petition that Festus Keyamo wrote to DSS against Peter Obi, that letter is very ridiculous, laughable, and shows you the level of desperation of some politicians. First, my father once told us that in Nigeria, we should forget about the issue of activism, that there was nothing like political activism, or even activism. My father told us there was nothing like an activist in Nigeria. Those people that call themselves activists, they are just people in opposition to the government. Give them a particular post, give them a position in that government, you see they will drop the whole thing. And I've seen this in the lives of Adams Oshomole and that of Festus Keyamo. Adams Oshomole, as we know him, he came into public recognition as the NLC president. He fought Obasanjo government, and we saw him as a role model. That was why when he wanted to contest for the governorship of Edo State, we were not from Edo, but we called all our friends in Edo State, please vote for him. Even when he reclaimed his mandate through the courts, we were all happy for him. We celebrated it in our different places. But see what is happening in Edo State today. See the politics, see things happening. I don't have any personal issue with him, but it tells you, at times I ask, this current Adams Oshomole, is he still the same Oshomole that we knew before now? The one that had the interest of the workers at the heart? But that is on one side. Let's talk about Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo, when he was on the other side of the politics, he fought for Nigeria. At least I'm aware that the appointment of service chiefs before now was they were being appointed, by the executive, by the president only, without passing through, screening, at the National Assembly. But it was this Festus Keyamo that fought for it, and today all the service chiefs must pass through National Assembly for their screening. Now, the same Festus Keyamo wrote a letter against Peter Obi to DSS for inciting the public. The same senior advocate of Nigeria has forgotten that Section 39 of the Nigerian Constitution empowers every citizen for freedom of speech. You don't gag people. You don't stop people from exercising their rights. Festus Keyamo was there when INEC violated Section 66 of the Electoral Act, Sections 133, 134, and 179 of the Nigerian Constitution. And they were not there. INEC did not follow their own guideline during the presidential election. We expected somebody like Festus Keyamo to talk. He never wrote any petition. That presidential election, results, was collected over 2-3 days. He never wrote any petition. Now, before us, we saw the rigging. We saw somebody's mandate being taken from him, and the same person, the victim, Peter Obi, came out and told his supporters to calm down. He's going to court. Peter Obi accepted to go to a court, that a Nigerian court that made fourth person in an election to become a winner. Peter Obi decided to go to a court that we know Section 115, subsection 1D, talks about double nomination. That if somebody signs any form, that is, you come for 2 different elections or nomination, in a particular election, is a criminal offense. And the jail term is about 2 years, or not exceeding 2 years. Now, the same court, the same Nigerian court, made, I could remember when the person from Lawan's senatorial zone won him in the Court of Appeal. Lawan made a statement accepting defeat. But at the end of the day, surprisingly, Supreme Court gave it to him. We kept quiet because Section 6 of the Nigerian Constitution gives judicial powers of the Federation, or vests the judicial powers of the Federation and the courts. And the Supreme Court is the highest, as the name sounds. Now, P2B decides to go to such courts, and while expressing themselves, what Festus Keyamo could remember was to write. See, we know Festus Keyamo, listen, I'm not against you. I know you are fighting for Attorney General of the Federation, or at least to give you a senior minister, because you have been a junior minister. We are aware of that. But take it easy. It is an unnecessary desperation. We saw the petitions you wrote against Atiku. Even when you were not asked to write that, even when your principal didn't ask you to write those things. Today, it is P2B. It is, I don't know what to say. Is it still the same Festus Keyamo that we knew before he joined the APC? You never wrote a petition when INEC violated Section 66 of the Electoral Act, Sections 133, Section 134, and 179 of the Nigerian Constitution. You never wrote any petition. Today we are talking about Abuja. Abuja can be regarded as what is it called? As a state. I agree that Abuja should be regarded as a state. So if Abuja should be regarded as a state, as contained in Section 299 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended. Now let me ask two questions. The governor, the president should be regarded as a governor. I agree. How do you vote in a governor? A governor must get at least 25% in 2/3 of the states where he's going to govern. Did your presidential candidate get 25% in Abuja? Let's forget about other ones. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Section 299. The people are pushing us to that. And if WAEC says that they require 4 credit passes in your subject and English, are you now telling me it's not going to be 5 subjects in all? They say 4 credit passes and English. That is conjunction. You use conjunction to join more than one thing. It's a very simple thing. So I know you are fighting for possibly a senior minister or Attorney General of the Federation, but calm down. Take it easy. We have people like you. Vice President Osibanjo has been very sensible. You've not heard him comment about the credibility of the election. We have Ngige. These are professionals like you. Ngige is a medical doctor. Osibanjo is a lawyer, and they sound like you. Take it easy. And you think that DSS will just arrest Obi, all his supporters will keep quiet. My dear, take it easy. Search yourself that your leader is not the one that is going to incite the public. Because when DSS goes after Obi, people will now say, the same man that came out and said, calm down. You knew tension was high. Tension was high after the election. In a broad daylight, I described the Nigerian presidential election of 2023 as a situation where somebody came to your house with security details, went armed to the teeth for the purpose of raping your wife. If you want to make any attempt, the security men will hold you down. The person will go in, sleep with your wife. After finishing, he will tell you to go to court. While they were holding you, which evidence do you have? Do you have CCTV camera in your house? Who videoed it? Was there any evidence? In fact, If that's the person to even tell you to go to court means the person is a good person. You understand? The person can also arrest you from there and put a lot of rubbish charges on your head. Before you come out of it, 3 or 5 years must have passed. Thank you. Please take it easy. Festus Keyamo. Thank you.
Preview.
Please remember to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.